Morning broke gray through the cracks in the blinds. Another kid walking with the war in his mind. Mama said love you, but he barely replied. Young enough to need guidance, old enough to hide. Hallway full of faces, everybody looks numb. Teachers hear the footsteps but don't know where they're from. Pain gets buried underneath jokes and a grin. To the quietest kid becomes a storm from within. They teach us how to test but not how to survive. How to count every dollar but not while we're alive. Fathers working doubles, daughters raising herself. Everybody needs help but they're afraid to ask for it. Then one bad choice turns a life into smoke. One moment of rage leaves a family broke. And the cameras come running when the blood hits the floor. But nobody asks what the child was hurting for. We are the children of the ash and the flame, raised in a world that forgot our name. Searching for love through the noise and pain, trying to find a reason underneath the rain. If nobody listens, the silence gets loud. Lost souls screaming underneath the crowd. We don't need another grave to prove we're alive. Give us something worth fighting for before we die. We are the children of the ash and the flame, raised in a world that forgot our name. Searching for love through the noise and pain, trying to find a reason underneath the rain. If nobody listens, the silence gets loud. Lost souls screaming underneath the crowd. We don't need another grave to prove we're alive. Give us something worth fighting for before we die. Little girl learned early that attention ain't love. Looking for a father in the hands of a thug. 12 years old with a heart twice the size, learning adult wounds through a child's eyes. She smiles for the room while she breaking inside. Nobody sees the fear that she learned how to hide. Daddy disappeared, now she's chasing that ghost, trying to earn affection from the people who don't. Then there's the boy at the back with the notebook of rage, writing dark little prophecies all over the page. Every lunch period alone, every birthday ignored, while the popular kids laugh as he stares at the floor. He wanted to belong, wanted somebody to care, but isolation grows teeth when nobody's there. You can't call it evil when you never saw the wound. Sometimes monsters are just children abandoned too soon. We are the children of the ash and the flame, raised in a world that forgot our name. Searching for love through the noise and pain, trying to find a reason underneath the rain. If nobody listens, the silence gets loud. Lost souls screaming underneath the crowd. We don't need another grave to prove we're alive. Give us something worth fighting for before we die. We are the children of the ash and the flame, raised in a world that forgot our name. Searching for love through the noise and pain, trying to find a reason underneath the rain. If nobody listens, the silence gets loud. Lost souls screaming underneath the crowd. We don't need another grave to prove we're alive. Give us something worth fighting for before we die. So who's responsible when the innocent fall? The kid with the weapon or the silence of all? The parent, the system, the bully, the street, the politicians preaching while they dodge the receipts. Everybody wants answers when the sirens arrive. Everybody finds God when another child dies. Then tomorrow comes around and the headlines disappear. Same broken institution, same manufactured fear. We're told be strong when our spirits are cracked. Work harder while the world keeps taking us back. They sell us distractions while they bury the truth, and wonder why despair keeps consuming the youth. But I still believe there's a fire underneath, something more than violence, more than hatred and grief. If we teach them compassion before teaching them more, maybe fewer young souls will be lost at the door. Don't wait for tragedy before you finally care. Sometimes saving a life starts with simply being there.